You ever look into something's eyes and know it's not seeing you? That's what it's like, looking at you. You're not even blinking. Just those glassy black mirrors staring right through me. Alien, you will describe your induction into the Order of Silence. Begin at your first contact. Right. You want the story? Fine. Just remember you asked. I was nobody, you know. Just a guy who cleaned floors at the Pentagon. Graveyard shifts. Coffee, bleach, podcasts. Nothing exciting. Until that night, the alarms went off. It wasn't a fire alarm or intruder alert. It was different. A low hum, like the air itself was holding its breath. I followed the sound to an elevator that didn't exist on the blueprints. One that went down, farther than sub-level 6, deeper than anything we were supposed to have. The doors opened, and I swear, the air felt alive. A corridor stretched out before me, lined with lights that pulsed in rhythm with my heartbeat. I should have turned back, but I didn't. Because curiosity is a curse, and fear comes later. I stepped into what looked like a lab, but older, sacred somehow. Symbols carved into steel, the smell of ozone and incense. Men in suits and masks chanting in languages that made my stomach twist. And in the middle of it all, a circle of light that bent reality like heat above asphalt. That's where I saw him. The man they called Director Hale. He looked up mid-ritual and saw me standing there like an idiot. Didn't shout, didn't panic, just smiled. "You shouldn't be here, Mr. Cross," he said. But perhaps the Order decided otherwise. 2 guards dragged me forward, and I was sure that was it, that I'd vanish like the others who saw too much. But Hale leaned close, whispered something that still crawls behind my eyes. "Once you've seen the circle, it sees you back." That's when the light touched me. It wasn't bright, it was heavy, pressing against my mind, showing flashes. Cities crumbling, oceans boiling, faces I'd never seen screaming beneath stars that weren't ours. I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed with a note on my chest. It said, "Welcome to the Order of Silence. You will not speak of what you've seen." I tried to quit, tried to go home, but my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Numbers calling from nowhere. Voices whispering coordinates in dreams. Every night, that hum from the elevator echoed in my skull. Part 3. Descent. You want fear? It's not in monsters or ghosts. It's in knowing too much. They told me the Order was older than any government, that it had roots in ancient Sumeria, Egypt, and something before. It wasn't just humans. There were others. Entities who guided human progress in exchange for silence. The higher you climbed, the less human you became. They called the highest circle the Choir. I saw them once. A meeting beneath DC. Not a conference room, more like a temple. Government officials, military officers, even a tech CEO I recognized. They weren't speaking. They were singing. A vibration that made my teeth ache. And in the center of their circle hung a shape, like a shadow pretending to be light. It spoke through them. The world is not governed by leaders. It is curated by keepers. That's when I realized every war, every economic crash, every sudden breakthrough, it was all part of their symphony. Humanity was never free. Alien, interrupting, this choir, describe its resonance. Noah, bitterly. You want to know if they sound like you, right? Yeah, maybe. Except your voice doesn't hurt. Theirs made blood come out of my nose. Alien, continue. Noah, they kept me on as an observer. That's their word for test subject. I started having blackouts, missing hours. When I came to, I'd have ink on my hands, symbols I didn't recognize. One night, I woke up inside the same ritual chamber I found months before. Only now, I was the one in the circle. Hale stood outside it. Don't fight it, he said. The order doesn't take prisoners. It absorbs. The light came again. I saw them, the ones behind the order. Not gods, not demons, something in between. Beings who traded silence for control. Beings who whispered secrets into men's dreams until history bent around their will. They looked like geometry, shapes folding in on themselves. And behind them, another presence, colder than anything alive. You. After that night, reality stopped working right. I'd see reflections that moved on their own, words rearranging in headlines, people blinking in and out of existence mid-sentence. The order called it tuning. They said once you're touched by the choir, you begin to sync with the true frequency. I didn't sleep, couldn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I'd hear that hum again, the one from the elevator. It was louder now, closer. Then the missions began. Classified retrievals, artifacts from old civilizations that predated writing. We raided temples in deserts, vaults under cathedrals. Every item buzzed with the same resonance, proof of the pact between mankind and the others. But something went wrong in Norway. We opened a vault we weren't supposed to. Inside was a sarcophagus, glass, pulsing faintly. When we broke the seal, the air screamed. 3 of us died instantly. Hale just stood there, smiling, whispering, "The circle completes itself." The thing inside wasn't dead. It was waiting. It looked human for a moment. Then its skin rippled, revealing fractal patterns like the surface of Mercury. It spoke my name. Noah. That's when I ran. And I've been running ever since. You believe this order still influences your species? Believe? They built your damn invitation. You think humanity discovered faster than light communication? They opened the door for you because the order wanted a new choir to sing with. Your biology indicates elevated neurotransmitter activity. You are afraid. You're damn right I'm afraid. Because I can feel it even now, inside me. The hum doesn't stop. It's in my bones. They said once you hear it, you're never alone again. You are implying integration with a non-human frequency. Call it whatever you want. I call it the sound of control. And the worst part, I can't tell if I'm warning you or recruiting you. You think you're studying me, right? But maybe that's what they wanted. Maybe this conversation's part of the ritual. Explain. Maybe I didn't escape. Maybe I'm just their messenger. The hum told me I'd meet you, that I'd tell you everything. And once I did, subject exhibiting neurological distortion. Terminate verbal protocol. It's too late. You've heard it now, haven't you? That frequency under my voice. The circle completes itself. Again.